Well, welcome to Reimprint Your Life with Dr. Dangerfield. This YouTube channel is part of my journey of reimprinting my life for the next year. But what I want to talk about is a subject that comes up often for me when I'm working with my clients and just having conversations with other individuals that are in helping professionals in the field, especially the mental health field. And this subject matter keeps coming up. It's like when your calling is burning you out. And a lot of times we feel guilty. I've had a couple conversations with individuals who have thought about leaving the mental health profession or they have left because they felt that they feel that they were called to the profession, but because of the stress, the pull, the the constant hustle that sometimes that we come about, they're like, I'm burnt out. I can't do this anymore. And so some step away for a moment, some step away for what they perceive as probably there forever, and they find another healing or something similar profession to follow or to go into. And so I always think about like when your calling is the one that's burning you out. I've been there. I've been there more than once because I was called to be a counselor or work in the mental health field when I'm working with other mental health professionals. I was called to this because I wasn't looking for it. I always laugh. It's like when I took my first psychology class in undergrad, I was like, this is my first and my last. But I did take some sociology classes because I always thought about the relationship of people to culture. And so when I fast forward some years later, and I was called to come back in, I was called to come into the counseling profession. It was like, for real, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I knew it was a calling. I knew, and when I talk about calling, I'm talking about my assignment from God who created me. He's like, this is your purpose. I want you to be a part of the helping and the healing of other mental health professionals, other women, helping them to heal as they do what they've been purposed to do. And so that's what led me to that. And so once becoming a counselor, I can remember back in 2011, I was burnt out working in public community mental health and was burnt out with all the work because it was a constant grind. And so I was burnt out and I had to take a break. I stepped back and I started my own practice in 2013. And in 2013, 2013, from there up until now, I've had moments where I'm like, you know what? Is this worth it? And so I'm like, but the calling keeps calling me back. But what I had to learn was how do I create a place where I can serve the people that have been assigned to me and what I've been called to do without burning out. And I remember in 2020, right before the world shut down with the pandemic, I was at a point where I was going to shut down my whole business and start something new. And in that, I had attended a training, and in that training, God pointed out to me that there were 14 people that were in that training that He had used me to impact and imprint their journey to become therapists. And so then we had the whole shutdown with the pandemic, and uh, it was a shift in what I had to do. It's like, how do I help to prepare counselors for what's going on in the world and helping them to take care of themselves and not burn themselves out. So jumping into more coaching and doing that kind of work. So which has led me to like the work that I do now. I still work with other clinicians, but I also been called to help heal women on their journey and in their relationships. And when it comes to that, it's their relationship with God, their relationship with themselves, and then their relationship with others. But what do you do when your calling is burning you out? You have to seek and get clarity, because sometimes it's time for a shift. And it's not shifting out of the profession, but shifting how you're doing business and how you're showing up, and being willing to be authentically yourself and to show up for the people that you are authentically being called to serve and who you're assigned to. And I'm not going to say that every day is going to be, oh, flowers and roses, but it will get better when you align, excuse me, when you align with the people that you are called to serve. Sometimes we get out of alignment because we're seeking to serve everyone, but everyone is not our calling. So get very clear about who you are and who you're called to serve and how you're called to serve them, because it all does not look the same for all of us. So getting clear and sitting in that space of asking, who, who am I called to serve? How am I called to serve them? And what am I to do? What am I to do? And how am I to do this? And is it time for me to take a break? And it may be taking a break for a short period of time to realign yourself, because we work in alignment. So when I found myself in a space of burnout, I pull back. I pull back, have conversations with others, and then uh, prayer, do some self reflection and uh, self um, some self awareness and some self talk, and get clear about, in this new assignment, how's it supposed to be. And I shift assignments. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to pivot and do other work within the same field. So getting clear about, like I said, who you are, who you're called to serve, and how you're called to serve them can help to reduce some of the burnout, or shifting to a place where your skills can be used in a different way. So that's this session of Reimprint Your Life, and how I help to reimprint, re reposition myself in the work that I do. So I now I provide more working with individuals that are pursuing license, and then also coaching women on helping them to reimprint their life and business as we go on this journey together for the next year, on how what reimprint looks like and how you do it.